Welcome back to a special presentation of Cantina Chronicles. This week we're finally doing it, the campaign. All just saw the title of the campaign. It is The Hunt for Venn Sataii. That was the name of our campaign. The story begins nearly 4 years after Order 66 and the creation of the Galactic Empire. It's 16 BBY. It's a dark time in the galaxy. The Galactic Empire tightens its grip. Its tide of violence and oppression spreads across the stars unopposed. The noble Jedi Knights, once guardians of peace and justice in the Republic, have been hunted to extinction. Their temples lie in ruin, their archives erased, their legacy all but forgotten. Yet one final secret of the Jedi endures, a truth so powerful that if uncovered, could give rise to a weapon of unimaginable destruction. In a remote Imperial prison complex suspended in the swirling toxic clouds of Felkaris, a lone prisoner with mystical talents holds the key to this secret. To keep it hidden, he will need allies and courage to defy the might of the Empire. That's the crawl we all just watched. It's a very fun sort of video that we may release with the pod as it goes in the show notes. But without further ado, I think we should just get started and dive right into the campaign itself. We'll start from black here. Fade in, pinpricks of light dot the infinite void of space. We tilt down from a vast ocean of stars to reveal a bright, rubescent gas planet. A massive BFF-1 bulk freighter rumbles into view. Its immense hull groans as it passes overhead and approaches the planet. Interior, containment cell. We're going to share these containment cells right now, just so you guys are privy to them. You guys are on the prison. We're going to share these cells real quick, just so you guys can see them. Interior containment cells, Imperial Prison Complex, Felkaris. Your metallic bed frame and rudimentary sink rattle in your compact Durasteel cells. Tremors course through the prison, and it can only mean a cargo freighter, likely from the Rim or Core worlds, has arrived to pick up the latest shipment of deadly toxins and Felkarissine gas, a resource you and your entire cell block have worked so tirelessly to collect for many rotations. Your single transparent steel viewport that peers out at the poisonous vapor outside creaks as another vibration thrums through the facility. Your heart races as you know this barrier is all that separates you from the incredibly toxic atmosphere outside. Take one strain. All your characters will right now take one strain. You can add that to your character sheet. Felkaris, a name you say with a wince and a defeated stare as you now attest to its reputation as the most inhospitable planet in the trillions of worlds that comprise the known galaxy. You've been inhaling supposedly purified air inside an Imperial labor facility for more than 100 standard rotations as you serve a multi-cycle sentence for your petty infractions deemed treason by the Empire. But even the trace amounts of doxis have left your airways feeling singed, and breathing has become a painful task. Rarely do prisoners survive their initial 3 shifts, never mind make it to the end of their first cycle. Debuff, +1 setback dice to your next roll. Cool air vents into your cell. The filtered air venting into your cell leaves your mouth with a tangy metallic taste, but at least it's breathable. You think about your life before you were forced to board a transport and brought to this infernal prison complex with its endless sterile metal hallways and harsh lighting. In the cells, we have we'll introduce our player characters now. We have Fixel Senku, a Rhodian, voiced and played by Jason. We have Rog Gopt, a Sullustan, played by Adam, voiced by Adam. And then we also have Thax Rastal, voiced by Ben. So with its dense clouds and red vapor swirling crimson storms, Felkaris was beautiful at first, especially upon seeing its binary suns gleaming through the endless layers of red mist, but after rotation spent extracting poisonous pearls from the planet's upper atmosphere of endless dense poison gas that would incinerate you if you were without an envirosuit, you begin to see the world as a depressingly extreme place, absent of life, spare the deadly Shracnars, slightly larger to their cousin the Minok, and quite larger than the Flitterbat or other sort of aerial critters that you've seen in the Star Wars galaxy. They're the only life form to live on the planet that you know about, might swoop by your window now and again. But that's about it. Other than that, it's just an endless strata of red clouds outside your cell. But on this rotation, it's going to be different. On this day, on this specific shift, you and your nearby cellmates have devised a plan to escape this perilous prison facility with the help of this stranger, Thax Rastal, and his mysterious, miraculous powers. Around your ankles cling Durasteel bracers lined with electromagnetic strips that are always active inside the facility, as you can see by the glowing green light on each cuff. These ankle bracers keep you stuck to the floor of the facility, while your clothes, ears, leku, hair float freely in the low-gravity environment of Felkaris. You are effectively magnetized to the ground by these ankle binders. Debuff +1 setback to all future rolls with binders. Until you get these binders off, there's going to be an extra setback dice. You all look at cell 327, where a member of your level stands at the ready. This stranger, Thax Rastal, will hopefully use his talents to help you escape, but not until the time is right. The plan is to strike during your shift, which is about to commence. The stranger, who comes from, do you want to tell us where you come from yet? Zeltron. Okay, we have Zeltron. He's a Zeltros from Zeltron. That's but nobody knew what to believe. Not many have had a conversation with the stranger. One thing was certain: he had powers. He's been using these powers to make the guards run in circles for standard months. A day when the stranger was about to get taken away, he used only his mind to sabotage the guards' weapons and vent the rooms prematurely, causing the entire base to go on lockdown. And members of the Imperial Corps of Engineers were called to assess the damages, which spared you from several rotations of shifts. It's now been a week since the oversight teams have left the facility, and now Supervisor Howland and his men are forced to keep their inmates suppressed. Great. You guys are all in these cells. You will see that there are others in cells around you. You have Hoslow, who is a
mutalist.
Mutalist, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he and you can overhear him saying,
I don't know if I can go on like this. My lungs are burning.
Nice.
You also have Evren nearby, who is deathly afraid of everything around him, and he's terrified that this will be his last shift, and he's sort of he's just shivering and shaking in the corner of his cell. And then finally, we have Laruba. Laruba is a Wookiee, and she's also in anguish. These characters share this cell block with you. You're free to talk to them at any point, but if you don't, there will be an interruption shortly. But I'll give you guys the moment if you would like to talk to them.
Fixel will kind of turn over to Oslo and say, "It's just another day. All our lungs are burning. It's fine. We'll be okay."
I want to be Imperial Treasury. I announced the discontinuation of the Republic currencies and ordered them minting of Imperial credits. I did everything they asked me to do. I don't know how the Bruins will be persecuted like this.
Well, I thought I did too, and then they decided to put chain codes in, and I took a flight without a chain code, and here I am.
Suddenly, a loud beep blares through the cell block. An Imperial RA7 protocol droid enters your floor, walks down the center aisle. Your cell doors open. You can now walk freely around, but of course you have these binders on. Now, the RA7 droid seems to be giving you guys instruction.
Please step forward to the red line.
You guys are told to step to the red line at the center of the room and assemble single file to exit the cell block.
I guess we should step forward to the red line.
Okay.
I immediately do that.
Yep.
Okay, everyone's stepping forward to the red line. We're going to move everyone to the red line.
Can I be near Evren?
Yeah. Well, we can move you towards Evren. Yeah. So everyone's kind of in the back. Are you okay with being in the back there?
Yep.
Okay.
I think so. We'll see.
Okay. You're in the back, and you're Evren, Thax, Laruba, and Hoslow, and Fixel. Okay. Fixel, you're kind of leading the group. Do you want to switch places with him, Thax? Or would you like to be in the kind of the middle of the line there?
I want to be flirting with Laruba, so I'll be right behind. I'll stick close to Laruba.
Okay, cool. All right. A block guard steps forward. Secure the prisoners and escort them to the cycler. To the R87 droid. Time to get up. Prepare for transfer to platform 57, scum. The Empire wastes its valuable resources giving you clean air to breathe, food to eat, and a job to do. Let's not forget about that third part of our arrangement. If you have grown unhappy, discontent, or frustrated with this task, we can make new arrangements for you that don't require the expense of our purified air. Anyone can talk to him at this point, or we can move on to the next location.
Can I give everyone a bit of a little pep talk?
Yeah, you can. Do you want to? Let's see what you can roll for that. You can do cool. You could do. It could be almost like an initiative roll, where we could do survival, cool, vigilance, or you could roll charm. But yeah, you can do. We can do a check for one of those things if you'd like. Yeah. Whatever you'd like based on your stat sheet. Maybe cool. I think cool might be good.
I think cool's that makes sense.
Cool makes sense.
I'm not going to get it. Yeah. That's presence. I have a 1, so we'll see. But hey, just do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Appreciate the effort.
So, what is your cool? Is it like two ability dice with 1 proficiency dice? Let's check our
3
chat.
successes, 3 advance.
Wow.
That's something to do with me moving around.
Yeah, you do that, and Evren's like, "Oh, thank you. I needed that. I didn't think I'd make it through the day, but I have the strength now." Evren is now going to help you in any circumstance that arises coming forward. He will do anything. He has now an emotional connection to you, specifically Roggopt.
And in fodder. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got that. Let's see, back to the...
So the R7 droid steps forward. Draw a line, can remain our program, Pistes. Please proceed to the cyclorim.
You all are now sort of being led by the RA7 droid into the towards the next room in this facility, and the Imperial Guards also shout at you and bark and tell you to march forward. We are now going to move into the next room. This is more of a simplistic layout. It doesn't really reflect the space of the facility, but I think it gets the point across of sort of what's happening here.
A higher tier with 2 guards and a KX enforcer.
There is now.
It looks like is that an airlock on the other side?
There's so you guys are walking into an airlock, but right now you guys need to go in here. You all trudge in single file behind the RA7 unit, and you notice to your left is a KX enforcer droid standing with 2 more prison guards. The hallway leads to the large steel door at the end, opens and reveals an equipment room filled with enviro suits. You are all supposed to put these suits on. This is part of your daily process in your task. And even over the loudspeaker, you hear. You guys now all get a new item. You get an enviro suit. You basically all kind of go in here, put on an enviro suit, come back out. You'll see the enviro suit is actually in the Discord server. You can check it out in there. The stats, and you can add that soak, and you can add the encumbrance and add all the stats that you see in, I believe it's in the gear channel right below. You can see the enviro suit if you want to add that to your character sheet. And now you guys all walk towards the air cycler chamber. A whirring noise, and then a whooshing vacuum sound, a loud beep, and the door opens to the toxic gas world of Felcaris. And then you guys all come out to a platform like this. We're seeing the underside of it right now. But just for the listeners, this is a large platform. They walk out to sort of a catwalk that leads to a large platform. At the center of this platform, docked near the platform, we see a tie hanger with some ties hanging inside. Over the loudspeaker, we now hear side platform, attach stabilization core. Hazard troopers are walking around with large blaster rifles and stare at the prisoners as they chatted up near some of the cargo crates. Hazard troopers look closer to Phase 1 stormtroopers with modified breathing systems, and on Felcaris, they're further modified with a jetpack to ascend into the clouds with prisoners to monitor the extraction process of these Felcaricine pearls that we talked about earlier. That's what you've been doing day in, day out. You've been going up into the sky and collecting what are effectively called sky pearls or Felcaricine pearls. One of the nearby hazard troopers, I'll give you a little glimpse of what they look like right now. They look like this.
Ooh, nice.
And one of them
nearby says, "On program, prisoner. Hands where I can see them."
You guys all join them on this platform, and this is where our journey really starts getting fun. So for listeners, they're everyone's entering this platform that has those repulsor lifts on the bottom that are gonna bring everyone into the sky, and you guys are all kind of gathering on there in your chunky Enviro suits, and it's hard to walk. You guys are feeling a lot of friction with your suits, and you're feeling a lot of pain. And again, you're reminded that any sort of physical action you take at this point it's going to be costly. It's going to possibly end in failure, just given that you're going to be having difficulty moving your suits. But at this moment, any of you can do anything you want as you enter the platform. And I'll let you guys decide. Do you want to do anything now, or do you want to just wait until you kind of proceed with the task?
Does anyone else feel like these suits are just smaller and smaller every time we put them on?
Yeah, I know, right? Every day I feel
it's so uncomfortable. Can't you at least get us suits that are like our size?
Yeah, and I don't fog up completely. I mean, my glasses are already fogging up. I don't know what else to do.
I mean, if you want us to get these stupid pearls, we need to see.
Eyes forward, prisoner.
So
Squad
it's not
5 to
a
command. This Wookiee's giving us trouble.
You're gonna get us suits, better suits.
You don't deserve better suits, scum. Just do your job.
Well, to be fair, is it about deserving or getting better equipment so we can get more pearls for you?
What did you say?
That's just logic. Nothing. Nothing.
I mean, if this was a job, I would have quit.
Don't you know I don't care who you are? You're a number now. Your
have
disorderly
a point.
conduct will result in penalties.
What's my number? I don't remember.
Neither do I, and I don't care. Activate binders 51-3.
You are going to get extra magnetization, Jason, just for talking back to the hazard troopers. So we're going to add one more difficulty dice to your next roll.
But he didn't know my number.
I thought he didn't know his number.
He knows your binder number. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are going to move into the next stage here, which is you guys are floating up into the sky. So, so you board your mining platform. You all have to attach a fiber coil at the center of the platform to your belt pack. After which the beacon on the long pole at the center of the platform will glow green, signaling that the platform is secure and ready for repulsors to activate. The platform levitates into the sky in sort of a herky-jerky manner. You guys are all going to have to do an athletics check right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So it's quickly rising into the sky. It's jostling around, and it's either going to be bad for you or good for you in terms of like finding your footing on this platform, given you're tired, given the suits are restrictive, and given that the binders are kind of pulling you to the ground. So we're going to have to just do that athletics roll. And Jason, I feel bad because you that guy did just turn up your sort of gravitational magnetization.
I'm just 2 dice. So
you're 2 dice on that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. I don't think we really need to roll for vigilance or cool to get initiative in this sense, given that you all have to do this. So I'll roll as each of you. Jason, I'll roll you first because you have that penalty. What do you? Is it 2 ability?
Yep.
And 2 setback. Okay. 0 successes. Okay, so you not a lot of failures though, and so it's not the end of the world. So you basically your foot bends at like a 90-degree angle, and the mag band pulls you to the floor from the side, effectively twisting your ankle, which is going to keep up that +1 setback dice after you've removed the binders. So you might remove the binders and lose these 2 setback dice, but you will keep 1 just because your ankle is now twisted. Ben, what are you looking at for athletics here? So brawn and athletics, whatever those numbers are, the smaller of those 2 numbers will add a proficiency dice to that roll.
Yeah, well, I think like under general skills, athletics is 0.
0. So you're gonna roll 3 ability dice because I see you have 3 brawn at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna put setback. Just 1 setback because you have the binders on. I'll roll for you, and there we go. Your roll's in. For the listeners, you got 4 successes, so you take no damage, or nothing negative happens to you in this situation. Adam, what's your athletics roll looking like?
I believe it's 2, but can you just double check that I'm reading it right?
Yep.
It's the green, right? The green dots.
Yeah, it's what's your brawn?
Brawn is 2.
Brawn's 2, and what's your athletics? 2. Yeah, so it's just you have athletics at least. So you
weirdly do. I don't
so
know why.
you that's okay. So you have athletics.
You'd never think
Pulse
it.
nice and low to the ground.
So you actually
Great core strength.
you actually get 2 proficiency dice. So that's pretty sweet.
What?
Yeah, because it's 2 and 2, and you have the skill. So let's roll that as Rock Gop. Rock Gop is like a really athletic scholar. It's kind of cool.
It's very strange. But yeah.
Your rolls in 1 success. Okay, so you not only do you not fall over, you're kind of poised. You grab the rail on the side of the platform and then sort of keep yourself upright, and you are sturdier than ever, and you're ready for this next stage of the process and the shift. Ben also is right there with you, but sadly Fixel has sort of like fallen over and lost his balance, and that's sort of the result of that situation. Laruba was able to hold her own because she's very strong. Everin is sort of laid out flat by this, and on his rear end, just in the corner, having to pull himself back up. And Hoslow is just hanging his head and leaning over the rail and sort of like looking like just in total despair. You look over the platform's railing, and you see the floating Imperial prison below you. It's about 500 standard meters below you. And docked against the platform is the enormous modified BFF-1 bulk freighter. Clouds whirl in and around you like a curtain veiling the prison from sight at times. You guys are more than welcome to do vigilance checks here to keep tabs on the prison's location. It may become important as you continue the shift here.
I'm always pro rolling, so.
Pro rolling? Okay,
Yeah.
so if one of you wants to keep tabs on the prison, I think that might be a good idea, given that if it vanishes from sight and you guys have any sort of situation up here, it's going to be hard to navigate back down.
I feel like Thax is probably thinking about some stuff.
Okay.
And so yeah, he'd probably I'll do a roll on that.
Okay, I'll do a vigilance roll on that. Let's do it.
Vigilance roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems the Thax thing to do.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right. Thax would keep track of everything. So for vigilance for Thax, you have 0 vigilance. Do you have anything in perception? No, but you do. Okay.
I do have one. Yeah.
Yeah, you have perception. Okay, cool. You have perception. So let's do a cunning roll for this. And let's do 2 and 1. So you're going to 1 proficiency dice, 1 ability dice. Let's get that going. 1 ability, 1 proficiency. No setback needed here because you have no binders. We're putting 1 setback dice in here just because of the distance. It's pretty far away, and you're just going to be kind of difficult to navigate. But you are reaching out with the force. So there's the roll for Thax. And 1 success is 2 advantage. Okay, so you keep track of the facility. You know where the facility is at all times as you're ascending, 520 meters, 530 meters into the sky, high above the facility. As you guys get higher and higher into the clouds, you see ahead of you an Imperial research platform, and you see the hazard troopers kind of fly up above the platform and leave you guys behind. They jump off the platform, they fly up higher than the platform into a higher strata of clouds, and you guys are kind of sitting on the platform just below them as you see above you a research platform. Inside, you can kind of make out what looks like Supervisor Howlin, and Thax can actually sense Supervisor Howlin on board, this sort of the lead sort of warden character on this prison. And then you also see a Viper probe droid in the distance. As you're going up here, you're getting close to what is the Felkuracine Pearl, the item that you usually have to collect day in, day out. Once you get to the stop, the platform takes an abrupt stop again, and we do an athletics roll at this point, but I think I think you guys are all holding onto the railing now. You all have learned to hold onto that railing. The next thing you hear is one of the hazard troopers looks at you. He's just flying just above you, and he says,
"Retrieve your stun rods, prisoners."
You all notice that there's a bucket of stun rods in the center near the console that where all your fiber coils are all spooled up, and you're told now to pick up one of these stun rods, and you'll see in our gear section, or in our weapons section, should I say, you'll see a Thunderbolt, a Z2 stun baton, and you guys can add that to your character sheets. That is going to give you +2 damage. It's 2 damage, 6 crit, 2 encumbrance, 4 rarity, 2 hard points. Not very strong, but can disorient and can stun enemies. You all get a stun rod. They're all just in a bucket in front of you guys.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And then at that point, one of the hazard troopers kind of slowly descends down to the platform, presses a button at the center console where the giant antennae is, and you see the antennae go from green to red, and all your ankle bracelets all toggle from green to red, and you're no longer magnetized to the platform. You all start floating upwards into the thick poison clouds. So you all start floating up, but you are still all connected with your fiber coil to that center console. The 4 toxic guards use jetpacks and fly around you as you guys ascend into the clouds towards the research station and towards the probe droid and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to bring you guys into this next location here.
So some thick clouds.
Yeah, that's very thick.
Here we go.
So you guys are on these clouds now. And you guys are welcome to communicate while I sort of move the pieces around here. And you'll notice that these are not 4 new hazard troopers. These are simply the hazard troopers that were on your platform who have now ascended with you and are monitoring you. And for the listeners, there are 4 hazard troopers that are sort of accompanying these prisoners into the dense cloud cover above. And they are going to monitor you as you move towards a patch of very dense red clouds that the probe droid is sort of scanning up and down with its scanner. And you guys are all floating up towards it. And let's make this probe droid a little bigger because you are getting closer to it. So the probe droid is getting bigger, and you guys are getting closer to it. As you rise upwards, you see the Imperial research officers watching from inside the research platform. Suspended parallel to the thick cluster of clouds you're about to enter. A voice echoes in your headset.
Activating your stun rods. Prods will be active for 10 standard minutes. Make the breach and collect the pearl.
You all float up and enter the thick clouds. The Viper droid cannot enter because of a possible creature that may dwell inside. A creature that specifically feeds on droids.
Hurry up.
So that you're all ushered into the clouds here. As you go into the clouds, it's dense clouds. The fear is really setting in for Everin. He's basically just way behind you guys. He's kind of freaked out. Does anyone want to take the lead into the clouds ahead, or how do you guys want to feel? How do you feel about your formation?
Can Laruba and I take the lead?
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely know.
Yeah, okay. Laruba and Thax are taking the lead. Laruba, for listeners, is a giant white Wookiee, female white Wookiee. Very, very powerful, very menacing. I'm surprised no one tried to communicate with her in the beginning because she has an interesting backstory. She's when Thax have taken the front and center to go towards this dense cloud and what looks like the glimmering of a pearl inside. So we've got that going for us. Before you guys enter these really dense clouds, do you guys want to make any rolls, any vigilance checks, any perception checks, anything like that?
I want to see where this ship is and make sure that it's still like docked.
The cargo freighter that came in today. You guys are kind of all in your minds. Okay, so that's going to be for you. Do you have vigilance? What do you want to do here? Do you want to vigilance or do you want to do a perception, or how are you feeling about that?
I'll do perception.
Perception. What do you have for that?
That's 2 ability, 1 proficiency.
Okay, thank you. And then for that, I'm trying to think. I think distance is going to be a setback dice, and yeah, I'll just do 1 setback for distance. Actually, I'll do 2 because it's pretty far. You're like 550 standard meters above it. So let's do that. And let's roll as Vixel Senku. There it is. Should be in the chat. 1 advantage. That's not bad. Okay. So you keep track of the freighter, and I will show you. I'll give you a little glimpse into the future here just because you were able to glimpse it. You can see it. It's this ship right here. And you can see that it's docked right on the base there.
Nice.
Okay, so you see it. It's a modified BFF1 bulk freighter. Instead of having the flat sort of shipping containers on the side, it has these giant gas kind of collection cylinders on the side. It's kind of a cool, unique design you haven't seen before. It definitely feels like it's modified or aftermarket. Cool. So
it almost looks like Lambda with like the tubes on the side. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or like those because
the traditional will have like like a straight sort of shipping container. It's kind of look, and then this seems modified just for gas collection. Yeah.
Right. Really cool.
Cool.
Is there some way for me to sort of
Use the force.
speak with Laruba to like coordinate with her?
Yeah.
Or just like we're supposed to be, we're in the lead. We're probably going to take pole position on, or it assumes we're, the first to go through the veil. We're closest to completing our task as our, prisoners and doing our work, but also like maybe any other sort of communication, or yeah.
She looks at you and she kind of gives a little bit of she speaks in Shriwook to you. And what you make from that is, actually, you know what? Out of all of that, well, at that point, she says, Laruba will never be prey. Laruba is the hunter. Laruba is the great hunter of her people, is sort of what she says broadly. But if you want to do a charm roll or you want to do anything, a roll of any kind to kind of glean more, we can do that.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that.
Okay.
And, I don't care what Fixel says. Laruba looks great in her suit.
Cool. Okay. So for you, that's a lot of, I know you have a lot of charm here. So you're really trying to charm this Wookiee. The Wookiee she already takes a liking to you because you're in a similar circumstance. You're both prisoners, obviously. And, but let's do a roll just to see if you can maybe get her alliance in this situation. So this will be a charm roll. Is that what you're looking to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, why
You
not?
just want to charm her just to make sure that she's got your back in whatever comes out of this fog.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, I love that. So that'll be perception your presence is 3 and your charm is 2. That'll be 2 proficiency dice, 1 ability dice. There's no difficulty in doing this. She's just right next to you and it's fine. Oops, I rolled this Laruba. Sorry about that. That's 2.
5 successes.
Yeah, I'll do it as you. That's
do it as me. Yeah.
Do it as you. Get rid of that.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
2 successes.
2. Take it.
I mean, you're supposed to be, man.
It's still a success.
Yeah. Take a success.
So she's like, she looks at you and she keeps talking in Shriwook to you. And she explains, I've got your back. If that Imperial probe droid gets close to us, I'm strong enough. I can destroy its limbs, but you have to make an opening and make sure no one shoots at me. Is kind of what she keeps saying to you. That she says to you. She's got your back in a huge way right now, in terms of whatever is coming out of these clouds. Let's go back to our map here. And anything else anyone wants to do before you enter the dense, thick, ominous red clouds ahead of you?
Yeah, I got a quick one.
Go for it.
Which I'm going to need your help, Grant, with the character sheet. So I don't know if you want to pull my character sheet up. So I'm thinking about like knowledge skills, and I kind of want to know what's going on in those clouds. We talked about there might be creatures, and I have the xenology as one of my. Yep. So is that like I want to roll that?
Yes.
Tell me how I can roll that.
Yeah, you can roll that. Let's get into that. Your xenology it's a skill or is it
It's under knowledge skills.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I used
trying to open your sheet here.
It's connected to my career as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I've got it. Career xenology. That's 1, and then you've added. It's 1 proficiency dice and 3 ability dice for you. So that's pretty good. Let's roll that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Roll it.
Okay.
Roll it.
Xenology roll for Rog Gopt coming up right now. Clouds are pretty dense. I'm going to give a setback dice here. Just because you're using your knowledge, but you kind of can't see what's in there until we do it.
3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes. So inside, you do make out the pearl. You see the pearl ahead of you. You're heading in the right direction. The probe droid was right. There's definitely something in there. But around the pearl, you see some sort of like writhing flesh clinging to the pearl itself. And being the xenologist that you are, you know that there's only one life form that can survive in the gaseous vapors of Felkaris, and that is the Shrachnar, cousin to the Minoc. And so you have spotted ahead of you at least one Shrachnar, And for your next, you'll get an advantage dice for your next roll if you are to face them in any sort of armed conflict or anything like that, because you are anticipating this. And you are more than welcome to let the others know that there's definitely company.
That's what I was gonna say. I want to share it up the line. There's Shrachnar up there. There's Shrachnar, everyone.
Okay, cool. So you've shared that there's definitely creatures in there as well as the pearl itself. Great. So any other way you guys want to enter the clouds other than just how the formation is looking right now? And then Fixel, do you want to do anything here? Or you've already tracked, I think, the ship, so that's happened. If not, we'll kind of push into these clouds. You guys all are sort of like, your fiber coils you hear them spooling and whirring behind you as they're sort of going higher and higher into the clouds. And you navigate the mist until you discover the pearl, and what you see is something slimy and winged wrapped around the pearl. The large creature with wings sucking on the pearl's acidic juices as a food source. This creature is called a Shrachnar. It's reminiscent of an adult manta bat and Minoc, like we talked about before, but it has thousands of tiny little teeth to what we assume help it puncture the thick outer layer of the so-called pearl and extract the poison gas within. One thing is clear, you don't want to know what those teeth could do to your suits. So let's move you guys into the clouds. And as you guys move into the clouds, you're more than welcome to communicate. And here's a little glimpse of what is in there. You see one Shrachnar sort of like wrapped around the pearl itself. And there's another Shrachnar that's sort of like just swooping around and creating a little vortices in the clouds. It's a pretty hazardous environment. In this situation, the Shrachnars are not going to fight back. They're just concerned about feeding on this pearl.
But
that's convenient.
Yes, but Shrachnars do like to chew on droids, though. Right?
True. Yeah, that's why humans are doing this duty rather than droids on this planet, because they are attracted to sort of droid parts and things like that. As you guys enter these dense clouds, the hazard troopers are sort of floating on the outside of this. Both the hazard troopers and the Imperial probe droid are on the outside of this dense cloud cover here. It's just you guys that have sort of entered inside. Yeah, and so one thing is clear, you don't want to know what those teeth do to your suits. The force is weak here, yet it ripples now for you, Thax. You can feel that these creatures are hungry. This sort of like this need to feed on these precious, food source, this pearl. And they're so driven to feed on it. They're sort of a really sort of like a intense, aggressive nature to them right now that you sense and you're kind of wary about. But at this point, you're standing there, and then from the Imperial Research, facility, you hear
like, "What are you waiting for? Collect the pearl."
The Imperial Supervisor Howland is sort of shouting at you guys over your comms and telling you to collect this pearl. The feed you have in your helmets. So he's encouraging you to collect this pearl, but right in front of you, this throbbing, writhing creature is clinging to it, and it's your choice now what you want to do in terms of disturb the creature or not.
That's the only pearl around us?
That's it. Yep, it's just this one Felkerosene pearl. Yep.
One pearl and two Shrachnar.
True. Yes.
Is there a second Shrachnar hovering around?
You can definitely roll for a perception check if you want to, or a vigilance check. But
we really only see the one.
Yeah, and just to move things along for our listeners, it's really just the two. No, there is one more that's sort of flying around, flying through the clouds, creating little vortices and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, you see two right now, and for listeners, I don't. There's only going to be two in this instance, so there's no sign of any more floating around.
Do I know? Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
No, please.
Do I know how? Do I know how effective my stun rod would be against one of these?
Yeah, it would. It wouldn't do much, but it might cause it to flee. Is what you're thinking?
Okay.
How big are these Shrachnar?
They're a little bigger than a Minoc. Slightly bigger than a Minoc. Smaller than a manta bat, about
meter
3
and
meters,
wingspan?
like 3 meter. Probably like
3 meters and 9 feet.
So in the few
9 feet.
in the few days that I've been here, I've seen Thrax do some stuff, right?
Yeah, they probably have like a 2.5 meter wingspan, and then they're like a meter big or something, like a meter and a half big.
Are the bodies?
Okay.
They're just a little bigger than a Minoc.
Would I be so inclined to maybe use the Force in this instance to push this Pearl towards a Viper droid with a Shrek-Nar attached? Is that possible?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, of course. Of course it's possible. We can do whatever we want.
Is that too bold?
No, that sounds like exactly what a Jedi would do, but you want to just take the lead here, and you want to stand in front of everyone and sort of reach out with your hand and use the Force. What we didn't do at the start of the session, which you're supposed to do every session, is sort of create some Force tokens here. Okay, I'm creating them now. That's one for Ben, one for Adam, one for Jason. Okay, so you have some Force tokens up there to spend if you'd like in this situation. And let's spend one Force token, and let's see what we can roll here as well to do this. And you have, in your talent sheet, do you have any Force push or pull or anything like that?
I just have combat skills, and it's really broad. I mean, there's ranged, but I don't really have any of that. It's
because I see Saber, I see some of the Xi'an expert stuff, and I don't see like a pull or anything like that. So what we can do is just spend a Force token, and we can do a Force pull here, a minor Force pull. Yeah. So we'll do a minor Force pull here, but we will use some maybe willpower here. We'll do a roll with it, and we'll use a Force token. Yeah. So let's do something.
Yeah, neither category of Sentinel or Xi'an really had anything like that, like pull, push, any of that stuff. So I didn't.
Yeah, really know. No, I don't think so.
Conversely, we can just shock it and then grab the Pearl and throw it at the Viper droid.
Well, I was kind of hoping to use the.
I want to see the Force. I want to see the Force used. Use the Force.
Yeah, I wanted to see the interaction between the Shrek-Nar, Shrek-Nar and the Viper probe droid and see what happens.
But there's the other one. So I figure if we shock the one, it runs away, grab the Pearl, throw it at the probe droid, and the other one goes for it. But I want to see you use the Force, so use the Force.
And there's also a chance that both Shrek-Nar will chase the Pearl.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. Right?
Okay. That one's got to be fast. Use the Force.
That sounds
the Force, Ben.
Yeah, use the Force. What are we even doing here?
Yeah, we're going to do one difficulty dice just because they're so ravenous, and one setback dice because they're so ravenous. And one difficulty dice. No, it's fine. Because it's just, you're just reaching out with the Force is all you're doing here.
I'm at the bottom.
And that came out, and we're using one token, which will turn it to Dark Side that I can use coming up to ruin something you guys are trying to do, which is great, why I love this game. So you guys do that.
Because there's balance to the Force.
So you do that. So your roll is one success, one advantage. So you definitely succeed in this roll. Are you Force pulling the Pearl itself? Or are you pulling the creature off the Pearl? What's the use of the Force here?
I think the Pearl itself towards the Viper probe droid, and whether the Shrek-Nar comes with it because it's attached or not, I'm not sure. But that's the idea.
I love when the DM goes, "Oh,
yeah, I know, I lost him." Oops. Okay, so you're going to throw this Pearl at this Viper probe droid. So you reach out with the Force. Thax is sort of in front of everyone, holds out his hand, pulls at the Shrek-Nar and the Pearl, and sort of like closes his eyes, and then senses where the probe droid is outside the arena, and you sort of hear Laruba sort of like telling him that it's right over there. Like you could throw it right this direction. I've been keeping my eyes on this probe droid. I know where it is. So it's going to be a direct hit. It's going to be a critical hit with the Pearl. And it smashes into the probe droid and takes it out with one hit. And the probe droid sort of like the Pearl smashes into it. The Shrek-Nar gets just furious and sort of flies off the Pearl, and the Pearl goes flying into the probe droid and sort of like embeds itself into the probe droid's head, and the gases start like leaking out the side of it onto the probe droid, and totally render the mechanical infrastructure of the droid sort of like useless. And the droid is sort of like spiraling down towards the station. The Pearl comes out of the droid and sort of like floats in the sky just below you guys, and And outside the clouds, you hear the shrill of the Shrachnar, which sounds sort of like this as they fly around. And then you also hear like some shots being fired, like outside in the clouds, just outside you guys, outside the dense cloud area. The Shrachnars have sort of left that area. They are now outside of the dense cloud area. They're back kind of like in the other map where we were, sort of harassing the hazard troopers. You've scared everyone away from this dense cloud area, and the pearl is now falling. And you hear from the research platform,
unauthorized behavior, locked down the facility. Prisoners have gone off protocol.
You hear that coming out of the research platform, and you then, you start to hear, just emanating from the research platform, you start to hear like a classic Imperial klaxon start playing. And it's now just high alert situation here. The Imperial probe droid just spiraled out of the sky. You guys are all now sort of in the dense cloud cover and are almost like you could reemerge, but there's just chaos happening outside. So that has all transpired with just one force move, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to actually move you guys back to the other map just because I feel like, and for our listeners, there's a bigger map where there's sort of like, you can see where the pearl was, and we're bringing everyone back over there. And we'll make it look like you guys are still in the dense cloud cover, but you guys are sort of in this bigger action set piece at this point. This pearl is gone, but we'll keep the other pearl as a reminder that that's still just floating downwards. And remember, you guys are all on those fiber coils that are still, you guys are all still connected to that platform. It's just, they've just sort of like spooled to their extent. They've unwound to their extent, and they're kind of clinging tight now, and there's not a lot of slack left. But you guys are still in that dense cloud cover, and the Shrachnar are just harassing these troopers. They're just flying around going crazy, and the troopers are fighting back against them. And you can hear like outside the clouds, you can hear like
they're everywhere. Scanners are picking up more heat signatures. Shrachnar on your left.
You hear all that sort of stuff coming outside, happening outside the clouds. You're hearing lots more blaster fire, and you guys are still in the dense cloud cover. It's up to you guys about what you want to do at this point.
These hazard troopers, they had jetpacks?
Yes.
Oh.
While they are distracted with the Shrachnar, can I sneak up on one, stun it, and take the jetpack?
Yes. I'll let you do that. Let's do a roll for that. For you, how would you like to roll for that? I'll let you decide first before I jump in.
Well, I think can I do stealth?
You should probably do stealth first. Yes.
For ability.
For ability. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
For ability, you did twist your ankle, although that's not affecting you right now because you're in that low gravity, sort of floating around on the fiber coil. But you do have the fiber coil connect, so I will put a difficulty dice on this. Let's do for ability. 1 difficulty dice and 1 setback. Is Fixel Senku sneaking? So Fixel is like sneaking out of these dense clouds. Anything you want to alert the group to, or are you just doing this just on your own, like just quickly seeing an opportune moment to do this?
Seeing the opportune moment, I'm just kind of doing this.
Yep. There's your roll. 3 successes, 3 advantages. Wow. Okay. So you totally won that roll. Like that is awesome, dude. So you sneak up behind this trooper, and it's the trooper actually, like, so the Shrachnar kind of flies to another trooper, and it's the one that sort of isn't being harried by a Shrachnar, right? Like one that's just sort of just looking all around and looking sort of like on guard, but not looking behind him and or her. And you sneak up behind this trooper, and they don't even see you coming. They're just looking around the clouds, like,
where is it? Where did it go?
And they have no idea you're there. And you basically take your stun prod and you smash down on the back of his helmet. Is it the helmet you'd like to hit? The legs? How would you like to attack the trooper? And we're going to have to roll for initiative here.
I think the best spot to hit would probably be like somewhere that's a weak spot in the armor. So probably like
The
right
neck.
the neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Get him
Not
in
to
the neck.
metagame it, but the Ewoks just hit him on the head with a rock and it kills him. So I would go for the head.
Yeah. Okay. So for you, we're actually going to roll for the stun prod and the damage here. And but we're gonna it's going to be a brawn. It's going to be a brawn attack. It's a melee weapon. Do you have any melee at all?
I have two.
Two melee.
Two ability.
Okay, so just 2 ability happening here.
Yep.
We are going to put we're going to give you a boost dice because you're stealthed. But we're also going to give you a setback, and we'll give you have no difficulty because there's no range here, so that's fine. Fixel Senku attacking in. 1 success, 1 advantage. So we're going to add those to the damage of the. We'll add those to the damage here. Pull up the Hazard Trooper health here. You're going to do 2 plus whatever the weapon damage is, which I think is 2, which is 4.
Yep.
4, and I'm going to give you we're going to give you a crit here too, because I think you're stealthed in this situation, and so we're going to give. Oops, sorry. So you actually
are going to 6/6 KO him. 1 hit. He's down.
Okay, there we go.
I think you're gonna have to overdub that one, man.
Yeah,
Or not. That actually kind of sounds like what would happen to that guy.
Yeah, that guy just got smoked in the head, and he falls over. And what happens is his jetpack is obviously on his suit as he's sort of like tumbling through the sky here, but his E11D blaster sort of like falls out of his hands, and it flies right by you. Do you want to do a little athletics check to see if you can catch that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're gonna do athletics check on the E11D blaster. What is your athletics here?
It's 2 ability.
2 ability. Okay.
Yeah.
Fibrocoil is really restrictive here. We're gonna do a difficulty and a setback here because of your broken ankle or your twisted ankle. Go back to Fixel. This is a quick check to see if you can grab that blaster.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, you got it. Okay, let me share the E11 blaster just so you know what the stats are here. So for this weapon, it's E11D. So some of them are carrying E11s, and this trooper happened to be carrying an E11D, which is just a slightly better blaster. And we're gonna throw it in the chat here. We'll put it in weapons to download. So you are picking this up right now, which is pretty sweet. Okay, it is in weapons. It's at the bottom. E11D blaster carbine, 9 damage, nice. 3 crit.
Oh, it's an E11D, bro.
Yeah, it's a D. Yeah.
Death Trooper blaster. Yeah.
Yeah, only one was carrying it. The other ones were carrying E11s. So pretty sweet.
Oof, that's a get right there.
Yeah. Is it wrong that I'm more paying attention to how much we can sell it for? But
oops, yeah. I didn't see. And we got to thank RPG Sessions for just creating this awesome little map editor. It's really cool. Okay, so you have that E11D blaster. There's no initiative, vigilance, or cool checks happening yet because this trooper just completely died, and no one else saw that happen, which is pretty cool. Now I'll let the other, and then do you want to wade back into some dense clouds, or do you want to kind of just like stand out in the open? How do you want to end this action here?
Yeah. Grant, by the way, you're holding Rog Gopt and you should be holding Fixel Senko. Right?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah, I was really giving Adam all the...
Thanks a lot.
Adam's like, I didn't get that? Wow.
I know.
Okay, sorry about that. Fixel's here.
Let it play out.
I'm going to hold the blaster up and kind of wave it around and be like point at it and be like, without actually like saying it out loud, be like, are we doing this or what?
Oh, very cool. And Jason, you should be able to use the E11D sound sample on your end whenever you'd like to. Cool. So let's get to the other group here. Rog or Thax, do you guys want to do anything here? You're still in the dense cloud cover, yet to emerge.
Do you have any ideas? My thought would be things are chaos. Let's use this opportunity to get back to the platform.
Yeah.
Well, so do we need to get to the platform? Because Fixel knows where the ship is. I'm like, let's use the blaster to get through the cables and let's see if we can make a break for
now
the,
you're onto something. So you have those fiber coils.
Well done. Yeah.
That's a great idea. The fiber coils are still holding you guys to that platform. There's only one. You could either go down to the platform and hopefully navigate the console and release those coils, or you could blast them. But you guys don't know that Fixel, I think, has... You guys see that he's rushed out there and he's knocked out a trooper and he's reached for something and sort of like waved around what looks like a blaster. So you guys are still a little uncertain about what's going on. It will take sort of like coming out of the clouds to really navigate or create some sort of like instance in which you're all rolling for initiative and fighting against all the troopers and the research platform. Or you can kind of, Fixel has sort of started a stealth approach here. So,
Fixel's taking a lot of initiative. I feel like we need to coordinate with Fixel.
I'm going to do something really mean. I think we should send Everin out there to see what's going on.
Listen, Everin's going to do whatever you ask him to do. So just keep that in
just
mind.
Too mean to see, like, just see what sent him out there to see what Fixel did
after he trusts you.
Yeah. This will be no role for this will be no role for themselves. Yeah, this will be no role for you. He will just go out there. Is that indeed what you want to do?
Oh, I don't know, because I know I'm going to use him. Like, I know I'm going to sacrifice him at some point, but I don't do it now.
Oh man, you're creating a problem for me morally.
I don't know why you're huge.
Yeah, you know what? Just do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so
let's do it.
So you say so. Everyone goes like, I don't know what to do. What should we do? And then you're basically like, you need to go out there and Fixel's got the situation. Yeah, peek your head out. So everyone sort of peeks his head out, and he immediately catches an E11 blaster bolt right to the face, and he just his body sort of drifts down through the clouds, and he sort of falls down, and his body sort of like just drifts because it's not no gravity, it's low gravity on Felkaris, so his body sort of drifts through the red vapor, lifeless through the clouds. Obviously, if the blaster bolt didn't take him out on impact, the Enviro suit has been breached, and he would die by the deadly toxic air. And then all around
Oslo, you want to go check it out?
Oslo's like,
what did I do to deserve this? Why me?
Hopefully you guys heard that, his distinct voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
that one came through.
Okay, great. Yeah. That's fantastic. And obviously outside you're hearing still the klaxons. You're hearing like the Imperial klaxons are still going. You're also hearing
raise the alarms, lock down the sector. Damage control teams to the decks.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so from the research platform, it's a research platform, but you guys came from basically a repulsor lift platform. So two platforms in the mix here, but the research platform you can see is this sort of like what looks like an Imperial, like almost like it looks like a TIE fighter, but it's almost got two flat levels to it, and enough probably like a couple different computer rooms in there. And equipment rooms and things like that, and laboratories and things like that. So it's got some space inside, but and that's just floating nearby. And you can see this is where Supervisor Howland and maybe a couple Imperial scientists have sort of gathered to monitor the situation, and they're just going haywire in there. Everyone's just running around, pressing buttons on consoles, alerting other troops to rally and show up. And they've done everything short of sort of scrambling TIE fighters. That's what's happening in the research platform. Everyone's died. You guys, both Roggopt and Thax and Hoslo and Laruba have yet to emerge from the clouds. Fixel out there. Time is running out. Time is running out for Fixel. He's out there by himself. The Shrachnar are just screeching, soaring through the air, still attacking the troopers. But one Shrachnar does see Fixel now in the corner of its eye as it's attacking one of the troops, and it's now turned its head in Fixel's direction. I'll add that to the stakes.
Right, and so our movement is kind of just like little puffs of air coming off our suit. Like we kind of just plod through the thin atmosphere, right? Like we're not exceptionally agile without a jetpack, correct?
Exactly. You're not agile. You're sort of just floated. The platform's usually placed right under where a kerosene pearl is, and you guys sort of levitate upwards to them, and you guys are still all on those cables still.
Like a bunch of sad balloons.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly right.
Here's what I like to say. May the force be with Everin. That went bad, but we learned one thing. We cannot put our faces out of this cloud.
Right.
So his death was not meaningless. We've learned something.
You tell yourself everything you need to tell yourself there.
My question is, can we get to the platform without getting outside of the cloud?
Again, I'm not thinking about that platform anymore. That's just the tether of our overlords.
Right.
I'm thinking.
So how do you think we get detached?
Well, Fixel knows where the ship is. Fixel has a jetpack, and Fixel has a blaster.
He does not have a
So
jetpack.
I'm thinking about maybe.
Yeah.
Do we know
I
that
didn't get the jetpack.
He didn't get the jetpack. Yeah.
Oh, you only got the
Oh,
you
he's
only
got
got
a
the blaster.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I thought that was the
no.
whole point. Was you were going for the jetpack?
The guy, he drifted a little too far away
used
from
the
the
blaster
coil.
as a jetpack.
Yeah. I guess some of the propulsion from the blaster could send you in a specific direction. Sure.
Mostly just a joke.
I'll allow it.
You're welcome. Hey, Fixel, what are you thinking?
I'm waiting for you guys to get out of that stupid cloud.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, but I'm not sticking my head out because we all saw what happened to Everin.
Okay, this thing has a stun setting. I'm gonna set it to stun.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna aim at the nearest hazard trooper
Yep.
first.
Yep.
And I'm gonna stun it.
Stun him. Okay, cool.
Now, all right. So wait, now there's 3 hazard troopers instead of 4.
Yeah, one died. Yeah. And the pearl is still out here in the mix in the clouds. The pearl is still floating around. Out of all these things, there's a numerous ways to sort of deal with the situation. And Fixel's sort of taking it on his own to attack each trooper from the shadows and from the cloud cover. Although it is difficult for you to move around, but I'll allow this stunning that you're about to do. The team is sort of allowed for you to move forward and stun.
This is 4 ability.
4 ability for stunning. Thank you. Since he's closest to you, we'll just do a setback, and we'll do 1 difficulty because he's not right next to you. Yep, you stun him. He gets stunned. He instead of falling away and drifting away from you after being hit, he sort of just goes limp, and he's just floating there.
Now I'm gonna move over and try to take his jetpack.
Okay, so you're gonna move up
That
on
was
him.
my hope.
You can take his jetpack, but it's going to take just a second for you to sort of like unhook it from his back and apply it yourself.
That's fine, but I'm also gonna put his body between me and the incoming Shrachnar.
Okay, yeah, because the Shrachnar did spot you. It is coming towards you. Cool. So that's all happening as you're sort of like desperately trying to unclip this jetpack, and you see the Shrachnar coming towards you. And laser bolts start flying into the dense cloud cover, and it actually just hits Hoslow in the neck, and he starts spiraling away, and he gets taken out. And it was just blind fire that got Hoslow here, and he gets taken out
Hoslow.
just to sort of heighten the stakes of like you guys are not safe in there either. You know, it is.
So
yeah.
Can I ask you a question about the platform? Oh, go ahead, Ben.
Yeah.
No, please. Let's learn about the platform.
So you mentioned there's what's his nuts?
Supervisor Howland is on there. Yeah, he's like the arch.
So
that
guy.
platform.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
and 2 scientists, is that correct?
Yes.
And no troopers on there?
Nope. It's just a research vessel.
And we have stun batons and a Wookiee.
Correct.
Can we just go over there and take that platform over, please?
They have.
We're still
they have a
tied to
button.
the.
Yeah, they have a button to.
Oh wait, I want to hear about the button.
Yeah, they have a button to retract your fiber coils, and the troopers, if they weren't being attacked by the Shrachnar, would already be down there pressing the button, the local button on the platform to pull the coils back down, and they're actually hovering over that button. They're ready to press. They're about to press it, but they're just sort of at the same time trying to deal with the Shrachnar and send in more support. So, yeah.
I'm gonna do some Jedi shit. Can I ask?
Let's go.
Can I ask Laruba to just throw me towards one of the hazard troopers, one of the other hazard troopers?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yep. Yeah, the pearl is drifting down, by the way. The pearl, I'll put the pearl here just so you guys know it's still in the mix. There's still a pearl in the mix here. I'll put it over here. I'll put it here.
I know multiple things can happen at once. It's tricky, but while they're doing that, I'm going to try to move towards the pearl. But you roll however you need to roll to make that all happen.
Okay, you're moving towards the pearl. Laruba.
What's the advantage of having the pearl?
I can throw it at people, and then the Shrackenars can attack them.
But if you're holding the pearl, you'll also attract.
I won't be holding it for long.
Your excellent dodgeball skills.
Laruba grabs Thax.
Got my spectacles.
And Laruba is going to do a perception check. I have Laruba's stats, but I'll just roll for her real quick because she has to actually spot the trooper that's out there and sort of just aim this attack here. And she has.
She already knew where. Oh, she knew where the Viper.
What's her whole deal? She have going on? She's like really strong.
Her roll for a fastball special.
Yeah, we're gonna do an athletics roll here, and she's kind of just gonna throw you as hard as she can right now. That's gonna be wow, that's 4 ability dice and 1. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, we're gonna add double difficulty to this because actually we're gonna add a challenge to this because this is a huge maneuver that's happening right now. No setback, just a difficulty and a challenge dice. And rolls Laruba. Let's see.
1 success, 1 advantage.
1 success, 1 advantage. Look at that. Wow, that's great. So she throws Thax at the nearest trooper who happens to be sort of in front of the research platform. So you basically fly through the clouds and just smash into this trooper that's right in front of Supervisor Howland. And Supervisor Howland's like,
"That prisoner, stop him now!"
And when you reach this trooper, do you want to do anything? Is this an attack? Is this what are we thinking here?
Yeah, I think this is an attack, and
I think Laruba's going to exit the clouds right behind you as well. She's kind of like coming to get your back. So you're gonna attack with your stun baton. This is going to be a brawn melee attack here. What do you have for stats? Your brawn is 3, and then you have a lightsaber. You have a lightsaber here. I'm going to allow you to use lightsaber for this because it's like it is a melee weapon, and I think it's fine. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to give you a 2 proficiency dice here, and I'll give you 1 challenging dice because you're coming off. You're basically coming off like a crazy maneuver here that is like it's almost like
I was just thrown by a Wookiee.
Yeah, you were just thrown by a Wookiee. That happened. Okay, we rolled as you. Let's go back and see how did we do here?
1 success, 1
advantage. Wow, you guys are these good. Is this RNG generator? I know the rolls are wild. Normal? What's going on here?
With us today.
Okay, so you basically smash into this guy. You do complete an attack here. That'll be 2 plus 2, and then with the added force of Laruba, I'll do another 2. And you are basically going to, I believe, kill him because they only have 6 threshold and 6 health, and they have 5 soak, but it's really just 2. It's really just like 4 soak, and because it's like Laruba through you, you have this extra momentum, so you are going to do like a good 8 damage to him. So he's going to just completely get KO'd, basically knocked through the clouds, and you're sort of drifting after him, but you do have your cable still clinging onto you, and you sort of stop short as he's drifting away from you, but he does also fumbles his E11 blaster, just a standard E11. It's a little out of reach for you, though.
Oh, no.
But
whatever to do.
Yeah.
If only you had the force.
So I'll let you reach out with the force here, pull it to you, and we'll also throw that E11 blaster in. I'll let you just immediately have that, and we'll just throw the E11 blaster into the chat. So you have that. Let's make sure we get doing that right here. I don't think there is an E11 in there yet.
I mean, they could all have E11Ds. That'd be great.
I think only one had a sort of a high-end rifle, and the other ones had.
All right.
Mainly because we want to hear different blaster sounds in this situation.
Really good point.
Yeah. Yep, we're gonna put it in weapons. Okay. You should have the E11 now in there. You can add that to your character sheet. You have this weapon now in hand. you have a blaster. This trooper is basically KO'd. One trooper stunned, one trooper remaining. Raw Gopt moving towards the Pearl. The Pearl is situated near the research platform, so make that overview what you will.
So we have 2 Shracnars and 1 trooper kind of conscious, right? The other conscious, the other trooper is stunned. Okay.
Yes.
And we have a Wookiee in the mix.
Yes.
Somewhat near the other trooper. So my thought is I want to, and again, DM, tell me what I can or cannot do.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is take that Pearl and put it on the platform so the Shracnars attack the platform.
I absolutely love that idea. And in my script, I have that as the best possible decision a player can make in this situation. It's pretty sweet. So how about you doing a little athletics check here to heave that Pearl in there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, secretly strong academic.
Right. Yeah, I think you have great.
Oh, not me.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so for you, is that 2 ability dice and 1 proficiency? I'll look at your sheet. I have it right here.
You take a look. I think it's just 2.
Athletics 2, and then we're gonna do a brawn here. So 2 and 2. So it's just 2 ability dice here. Pretty challenging though. So I might put a challenge dice here just because it's a pretty hefty Pearl.
We got to lose one of these. We got to fail one of these eventually. Come on.
Okay, we're doing it. There's a challenge dice here.
What?
Uh-oh, what happened?
4 successes, 2 threats.
2 threats.
2 threats. Okay. Okay. So you heaved the Pearl, but okay. So while you're holding the Pearl and heaving it at the platform, both Shracnar see you doing this, and they're basically what you thought you were doing is it's not going totally according to plan. They think you're almost trying to possess the Pearl and take it for yourself as you're holding it for a second. They are sort of encroaching on you now, fast encroachment on you, and you heave the Pearl. The Pearl, this is a pretty crazy situation. The Pearl flies right as you throw the Pearl. One of the Imperial scientists opens a door and just to look out into the gas. And when they open that door, you sort of take the opportune moment to throw the Pearl. The Pearl goes into the research platform. The research platform has a gravitational drive and a gravity drive, and the Pearl. When it's not in this low gravity environment, it's actually quite heavy, like a bowling ball, and it sort of falls right down on the scientist's foot and just crushes his leg, rolls across the platform, rolls into the center of the platform, and leaks poison gas all inside the platform, giving all these characters sort of like are just rushing into corners and putting on further protective gear to protect themselves from what is this dense, arzine dioxis volkerosene concoction that is in this Pearl. And the platform starts to wobble, and Supervisor Howland sort of like falls over the controls as he's rushing to get more protective gear on, because this sort of liquid that comes out of this Pearl can even just corrode the floor and sort of destroy the platform. The platform starts to descend. It starts to smoke. And the Shracnar are fast encroaching on you. At this point, we're going to roll initiative here, and it's going to be a massive battle between the final 2 hazard troopers, the Shracnar, and all you guys. And so we're going to do that right now.
Is there only one left?
There's only one conscious. Yeah, there's still one there.
Yeah, one.
So he won't roll for initiative. Just you guys will roll. But the one that's still out there is still shooting all around. And Thax gets his E11. Fixel has his E11D, and we'll just do a quick roll for initiative real quick. And all of you are going to do a cool check, or a vigilance check. Sorry, a vigilance check to see where you guys line up in who's attacking who first, because the trooper could very well attack you guys. There's only one trooper and the 2 Shracnar that are going to roll to attack you guys right now. And but I'll let you guys do your vigilance checks first. What's your vigilance check? Well, Jason first.
I am 2 ability.
2 ability. I'm just gonna do you guys rapid fire here. Adam, what's your vigilance check here?
2.
2. Okay. Rogopt.
Oh man.
What's your vigilance here?
Yeah, I don't even think I have anything that could pass for.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah. Look,
you have it
at the very. Yeah.
Whatever. Even if you don't have willpower, just go for willpower. So whatever it says at the side.
That's what I'm looking for, and I don't see. Anything.
You have 2. You have 2 willpower.
Oh, really?
So I'll give you 2.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And roll as Thax. Okay. And then I'm going to roll as the trooper real quick. The single trooper. He actually has he has no damage on him. He will roll as well. What is his whole deal? 3. Wow, he gets 3. Hazard trooper rolls. Let's do a Shrapnel roll. Oh, they only get 1. That's sad. So this will tell us who goes first in what order here. Looks like that. Oh, looks like that hazard trooper is going to get. Oh no, Thax has 2 advantage though.
Yeah.
Oh, and Fixel has 2 advantage. I'll do Thax, Fixel, hazard trooper, Rog, and then the 2 Shrapnel. So Thax, you get the first attack here. What are you aiming at? What are you doing? This is now just everyone spotted everyone. It's now just open fire.
I feel like I would go for the hazard trooper first.
You're shooting at the hazard trooper. You don't want to protect Rog. It's just. It's okay.
It's
your choice.
It's fine.
I mean,
there's still. It's fine because there's still 2 other attacks before they get to me. Because does that make sense? Like, yeah.
I'm lessen. You did kill Evereni or whatever.
No. He killed himself. But what I'll say is, I agree with your decision because there's also the trooper's going to go next before. Like, there's like, yes, do what you're going to do.
Oh, I forgot to roll.
I think I would be less inclined to shoot at a living, like at a creature, though I probably would. And also, they're not guaranteed to attack Rog necessarily.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
And also, they don't have blasters, so
okay.
I'm going to do that.
From a character standpoint, I agree with it.
You are shooting at the trooper. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're going to fire at the trooper. What is your ranged? Let me see your range here. You don't have anything in ranged heavy, which I think you're ranged light because it's the 11. You don't have anything there. Agility. This will be an agility roll for you. It'll be a vanilla agility roll of 2. I will allow you to use like a light side force token here if you want to like help your aim at all. But that's about it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need the force here.
Okay, so so just you use the force there. I have 2 dark side to use against you guys. So we're gonna do 1, 2 boost dice because of the force. And then we'll do 1 setback, 1 difficulty because you're shooting through the fog and you have the cable still attached. There's your roll. 2 successes, 1 threat. Oh, interesting. Okay, very cool. I like these threat situations. Okay, so you fire at the trooper. You do get the attack in. And so that'll be your weapon damage plus 2 on the trooper, which I think the 11 is 9 damage. Is that right? It's your weapon damage plus the amount of successes. Yeah. So you get 9, 10, 11. Wow. That's like a 1 shot. The 1 threat here will be that when you shoot him, it does deplete his HP. It goes past his soak, depletes his HP. But his jetpack explodes and flies towards you, and you sort of have to make an athletics check to dodge that. And so that jetpack is flying towards you. Let's do a quick athletics check here just to see if you dodge it or you take some damage from that. So your athletics, I think your athletics is 2, right? Is that right? 2. I think so. Yeah, 2 for you. Just see if you dodge it here. And 2 here, and then we'll do 1 challenge dice because it's coming at you fast. Ooh, 2 success, 2 threats. So it does sort of like skirt by you, and it does breach your suit. Like your suit starts to crack, and you're really worried. Your suit is now extremely fragile to the point where one more sort of like close encounter with anything could cause a rupture in the suit, and that would just mean certain death on this planet. So you definitely got like scraped by that jetpack. No damage taken, but the suit is sort of like losing durability. But this guy is gone, so you got him. Next up, we have Fixel. Fixel is second in the initiative here. Anything you want to do?
I'm gonna use a maneuver to aim, and then I'm gonna shoot at one of the Shrachnar that's heading towards Rock.
Oh, great.
Thank
okay,
you.
Cool. So you're gonna shoot one of these Shrachnar. What is your ranged?
I'm also switching out from stun to kill because.
Okay, so you're kind of you maneuvered too, which I didn't put grid here because we're trying to do this as quick as possible, and I feel like no need for grid. You just maneuver, so you're a little closer. So we're going to remove a difficulty in this, whereas you have a kind of a clean shot of the Shrachnar.
My ranged is a 4 ability.
4 ability, that's great. 3, 4. We'll do 1 setback because of the ankle. No challenge or difficulty here, given you maneuvered
and
closer.
A boost.
A boost. Okay, cool. Boost for maneuvering. So you have a boost for maneuvering. We'll put 1 difficulty dice, just given that the agility of the Shrachnar is quite high. Okay, there's that. 5 successes, 1 threat. Wow, that is another huge. That's a ton of damage. That's basically 14 damage if I'm right here. That's 14 damage on the Shrachnar. I know because I made them. That's an instant kill. Shrachnar gone. That Shrachnar just gets hit by that blaster bolt and sort of like flies through the clouds, like at just like breakneck speed, sort of just like tumbling down into the endless cloud strata. Nice. 1 Shrachnar left, and 1 stunned trooper left. I believe it's Rog's turn. Is that right?
Or is it Laruba?
No, it's Laruba. Yeah, she got 2 successes, 1 advantage. Yeah. Okay, so Laruba just like jumps onto the platform because she doesn't like Supervisor Howland. She just wants to like take him out. And she jumps on the platform, goes into that open door, enters the platform, and you just see through the viewport, the front-facing viewport of the platform, you can see Laruba just going crazy. Yeah. Basically just grabbing scientists, throwing scientists against the wall, and you may see an arm fly against the window at like the viewport, and you see just like all chaos going on in there. And she's gonna roll to attack Supervisor Howland, and we'll just do this as an NPC, so we'll just do this as fast as possible here. She is very powerful. She's gonna do a melee here because he's an elite mob, and Laruba attacks Supervisor Howland. 0 successes, 1 advantage. Okay, she smashes Howland against the front viewport, and he's just like pressed against the transparent steel. He's just like,
please, no, please don't, please.
You hear his comm just go silent, and that's the end of Supervisor Howland. He was taken out by Laruba, and he is just gone. Again, you still hear the clacks, and these scientists are obviously taken out. The research platform is sort of like drifting downwards. All your fiber coils are sort of like still tethered to the platform below, and that's where all the setback has been happening. But you guys have been just sort of drifting around, pulling yourselves, pushing yourselves with the coil towards different areas, and shifting your body weight to move around. But it's still going to be a setback dice every single time you do anything with these fiber coils attached. So I'll let you guys decide what to do at this point. But it is Rog Gop's turn in the initiative. Okay. And you have 1 Shrachnar coming right towards you.
And I got 1 stun baton.
You still have a stun baton, that's right.
Yes, which has 2 damage. Don't think I want to take that on. Do I want to run? I kind of want to run. I want to try to get back to the platform to A, have some cover, and B, disconnect myself. What would I roll for that? Is that A, is that even possible? B, what should I roll for that?
You want to get back towards the platform you guys arrived on, right? Not where Laruba is, not that platform, right?
To where Laruba.
To where Laruba is. So you're just gonna, so you're basically just gonna swing yourself with your fiber coil at its full extension. Yes. You're sort of swinging, using your body weight, shifting your body weight, swinging on the cable towards the platform, like everyone else has been doing to move around.
Yep.
Be athletics check for that, and then you are
go to 2.
2, we'll do 1 setback because the fiber coil, and you can maneuver here. Like I'll give you a maneuver boost here just because you did set it up. You're kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this and swing over here and get to the platform. Rogopt goes 2 threat, 2 successes. Okay, so you fly into the platform where Laruba is, and you see that. You see that everyone is taken down in there. It's just like a mass of bodies inside the research platform, but the Shrachnar follows you in the open doorway, and it's sort of like batting its wings inside the platform and just frantically trying to get to you because the Pearl is in the platform. You're in the platform, who the Shrachnar thought was trying to steal the Pearl at first. So the Shrachnar, you see it just clumsily flapping its wings at that door that sort of the initial scientist opened. Laruba is in there though, and Laruba stands in front of you, and Laruba does what's necessary, and she grabs the Shrachnar by the throat and sort of like smashes it against both sides, both walls, and takes it out. It's completely taken out, and it's gone. You'll notice that inside the research platform there is a console. There's sort of controls to move the platform, and so you and Laruba are inside the research platform. You can move the platform. You can basically navigate through the clouds in it. It has repulsors. It can actually move around, and you're at the controls there. Thax, Fixel's still outside. Obviously, Trooper is stunned, just floating in the clouds, and I'll leave you guys at that. And you still have those fiber coils attached. I'll just let you know about that. The coils are still attached.
I'm just going to shoot them off.
Okay. So
I'll just shoot them off at the base.
I'm going to give you a free roll for that. I just think you guys just aim down and shoot them off passively. It's not a big deal. You guys
Pixel's
now
a great shot anyways. Yeah.
You guys now remove that setback dice for the fiber coils. Okay. So both Thax and Fixel shoot all the coils. I think, do you guys also want to shoot Laruba and Rog's coils? So like that are kind of like trailing into the research platform?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. So you guys do that. So you Rog and Laruba both inside the platform feel like a sudden sort of like weight lifting off their legs, or their belt, should I say, their waist, and you know from that your cables have been detached. So you benefit from that. You do see down on the platform where lots more hazard troopers are sort of like gathering and getting ready to ascend after you. You see them all gathering at the platform or the catwalk where you first entered your platform or boarded your platform, and they're sort of getting ready to fly up towards you. And in this moment, you guys can do what you will in terms of navigating with this research platform.
Thax, get in.
Okay.
and I'm gonna fly into that platform.
Yep.
And I'm gonna move everyone out of the way and say, if it's got repulsors, if it's got engines, I can fly it. And I'm gonna head down towards where the freighter is.
Yep.
So we can either hijack the freighter or coerce our way onto it.
I love it. Okay. So you're basically, I'll move the whole thing over here. So you guys see the freighter down below. Why don't you roll for piloting for me to do this?
Sure.
Or just tell me what it is, and I'll do it. It'll be in Atmo. You can either roll for computer consoles, mechanics, or piloting in this situation.
Well, one of them is. Well, I can roll either piloting. I just need to know if it's going to be planetary or space.
It's planetary.
Then 4 ability. Space, I'm slightly better at.
We're going to roll that. 4 ability. This is a new console you've never seen before. We're going to put 1 setback. And then because there's so much, there's such an issue with visibility, it'll be a difficulty dice here. Or setback and a difficulty dice. Okay, and roll. Ooh, really good. Oh my goodness, 4 advantage. Yeah. Okay, so you navigate down to the freighter, and you basically crash the research platform into this sort of like walkway. If you guys will see this like kind of walkway area that's right here. You crash right into the walkway area, blocking the walkway door. You kind of did this in such a smart way where you blocked the walkway door, but you guys can get off the research platform and enter the freighter itself. and it's crashed.
Right. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys get to the cargo platform. You get to the bulk freighter. You guys enter, and when you get inside, you see a droid. It's an astromech. It's a R7. And it's an R7 series astromech, and it sort of just chirps at you. Like you just hear it sort of like beeping and chirping as you guys walk into the freighter. And then you see a young kid. He's probably like 12 or 13 years old. And he just stares at you. He's like, what, who are you? What do you want? And then, a door opens, you hear a door open nearby, and, you then hear a very deep voice.
Well, that's all of it.
A large Dewutin walks in. He has sort of like classic smuggler attire. He walks in and as if he had just been doing some manual labor in one of the cargo chambers. And the little kid says, "Drock, there's a problem." And then you also hear the droid sort of like chirping, and then you see the Dewutin sort of look at you guys, and he goes,
"Whoa. Let's think about this, fellas."
Given that you guys all have your E11s sort of like at the ready. And then another door opens, and a female Zygerian with a noticeable blast vest and holstered blaster sort of like slinks into the room and immediately pulls her blaster and aims it at you.
I knew all those explosions outside meant something was going to scud.
Hey, whoa, yo. We're just trying to leave. We're trying to get out, and the sooner we get out, the better for everyone.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
For God's sake, let me blast these gas gulpers.
Wait, whoa. You don't look like Imperials. We're not Imperials. I'm guessing we're all on the same side here.
And just to give you guys a view of the crew, here's the crew.
There we are.
These are the members of this bulk freighter crew, and they're all kind of just staring you down right now. Drock sort of steps forward, the large Dewutin.
Hold on, that Celestin looks like a man of reason. Maybe we can work something out. Get on the same vector.
Am indeed a man of reason. Literally. I think the first things first. We're going outside. Can we just get out of here and then discuss terms?
So right now, I'll have you guys. Yeah, so you can roll for negotiations, charm, streetwise, education, or gunnery and attack. Whatever you guys want to roll for here.
I will do.
That sounds like a charm roll where you said no one has to get hurt, or like it sounded like one. Or negotiation, I guess.
Fine. No. I mean, either one. I have a 1 on, so we can try it and see what happens.
Okay, so you're gonna roll for negotiation.
Sure.
I think negotiation's more you though, right? It's kind of what.
I guess. I mean, they're both 1. Education's 4.
Education. Okay, you can roll education here. I do have something built out for education. If you want to do that,
I will roll education.
Okay, education for 4.
Let me.
Education for 4. Rock opt. Here it is. 1 failure, 2 advantage. Okay. You basically reason with him that you have seen Fixel pilot thus far, and you've heard Fixel in the cells speak about piloting quite a bit, and you also know about the BFF-1 bulk freighter's integrity, its hull integrity, and its armor, and you know that it can survive an attack as you guys escape here, and you've got a great pilot. So you reason with the Dewutin, and it succeeds. But the Dewutin is a little bit iffy, and Salira Varel, the Zygerian with the blaster drawn on you guys, she sort of doesn't buy it, and she's sort of like keeps her eye on you, and it seems like you are bringing up some really crucial logic that's going to help in the situation, but you haven't made friends with Salira Varel, but you have won over Drock,
right?
And
I'm dying to talk to Zalira Rel, and I think it's so advantageous that we found you. The station's is in peril. There's an explosion imminent, and I really think we need to work together here to escape for all of our skins. Would I be able to do a charm roll with?
Go for it. Yeah, if you want to win over Salira Varel, If you want to try to win over right now, that's fine. But I can tell you right now, she's a very elite NPC that is pretty tough. But yeah, we can do it.
Can't.
Yeah,
give it a
already
shot.
suspicious. Why not?
Go for it. So that's like 4 ability dice for you, huh?
Yeah, that's one thing I have.
I'm going to put a challenge dice here because you've never met this person before.
Yep.
And I'm going to put
That's what charms all about.
1 difficulty dice. There we go. Actually, you should have a proficiency dice in there, but doesn't matter. 2 successes. So Celira looks at you and she's kind of like,
I don't know about that Zeltron, but there's something about him. Something makes me think we should trust him.
Pheromones, baby.
okay. So I don't know how you did that.
Pheromones.
Yeah.
Waiting for those to come into play.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that with the challenging dice there, but that's pretty awesome. You won that roll. So you guys, so then obviously Drock looks at Rog.
And he goes, all right, I count 3 blasters against 1. My shipment is loaded. We can all leave together. Nobody catches a blaster bolt.
Suddenly you guys hear something in the skies above you. You hear that? That's Imperial TIE fighters.
Yep.
That sound means the sooner we leave, the better.
Agreed.
Agreed. Shall we depart?
There's no criffin way you'll make it out of Atmo. This is a simple bulk freighter, no match for Imperial weapon systems.
I can guarantee you we won't get hit.
Why don't you roll Fixel to tout your ability as a pilot? Why don't you roll a negotiation charm or something to convince this guy that you've got the skills? What do you have for what do you can choose, obviously, but you kind of haven't piped up in the conversation yet.
I am not a very charming person. I'll be honest.
I feel you.
It doesn't have to be charm. Let me see what we else can do here. Coercion. You have that. You have willpower. You have. We can roll a willpower.
The best I got is 2, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it just because even if you don't succeed, it's still
will be funny.
It'd still be funny. Yeah.
I can fly and I can shoot. Those are the 2 things I'm good at.
We'll just put 1 difficulty dice here because he's a little skeptical, and it is his ship.
Success advantage.
Okay, great. So you got it. So you tout your abilities as a pilot. Drock decides to give you the helm. The ship is shaking violently as you hear outside the TIE is sort of like screaming overhead, and you hear what you can only assume is blaster fire. The freighter just shakes violently, and then you hear Drock next to you just go,
Griffin lunatic, disengage from the Drock, hurry.
Just very quickly, I'll start running towards the bridge, and I'll say, "It's your ship. I need you in my co-pilot seat." And I'll start.
Where else do you think I would sit?
Just making sure.
Yeah, so Drock and you run to the bridge, and you guys get into the co-pilot seat. You begin flicking switches. The TIE fighters are sort of like closing in on you guys. You hear they're still firing, explosions outside the ship. And if we go back to our map, you guys can see some of what's happening here. And listeners, to describe it to listeners, sort of this is what's happening as you guys sort of take off. You're being attacked as you guys ascend through the red clouds. You're being attacked and attacked by these TIE fighters, and the TIE fighters are shooting at your ship. And as you're ascending through the sky, the ship is rumbling back and forth. As the ship blasts off, let's roll for 1 more piloting here, and this is going to be a challenging piloting roll for you. If you fail this roll, you'll have to. The TIE fighters are going to basically keep their barrage going, and the freighter is going to incur even more damage. The Navic computer is actually it starts sparking as sparks flying at you all around the bridge. Everyone in the cargo hold is basically like falling over the place. Wex and the kid is sort of like hanging on to R7, there's a navigomputer, and you guys know you're gonna have to jump soon. So what's gonna have to happen is Fixel's gonna have to roll for piloting to escape these ties, and someone's gonna have to get on that navigomputer and start punching in coordinates and get you guys out of here, because that computer system is huge right now and it's sparking. So I'll let Fixel first.
Do we have a navigator in the house?
Yeah, would astrogation? Is that astrogation?
Yeah, baby.
That is, baby.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I got 3
good.
in there. Yeah, somehow.
Can I turn this piloting check into 2 rolls?
Sure.
With coordination, since I have Druck helping me in the co-pilot seat.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Like one coordination and then 1 piloting.
Yeah. I mean, how about this? How about you roll piloting? If it's bad, we'll do a coordination. Like if it, you know what I mean? Like yeah. So
right,
what's your piloting? What's your planetary
ability?
You know what? Let's change this to space. You are ascending fast through the atmosphere. It's becoming even more low gravity. You are now almost entering space. So we'll do space piloting.
Then 3 ability, 1 proficiency.
Yep. We'll do 1 challenge because ties are on you. And
I remove 2 setback dice from this because I have 2 ranks in skill jockey.
Ooh.
So if you were gonna give me setback dice, remove 2 of them.
Okay. I was gonna give you 1 challenging and 1 setback, so I guess I'll just give you 1 challenging dice. Just given that there's like 4 TIE fighters hot in pursuit right now. Okay, but I think you should be good. 0 success, 2 advantage. Yep. So that's successful. You burst through the clouds into space. You see the frontier of stars, the endless field of stars, and you're sort of like blown away by space. You haven't seen space in a long time. All of you sort of like gaze out of the viewport, but before you can relish in the beauty of space, the ship just rocks again. The TIE fighters are chasing you out of atmo into space, but Fixel's got you a good lead ahead of the starfighter, the TIE fighters, but you do still need someone to jump on that navigomputer and plug coordinates in.
That's me.
Yep. So let's do that. Yeah. So what do you want to do here? You want to do computers, or do you want to do astrogation?
I will do astrogation because I have 3 + 1.
Okay.
Or 3.
Rock out.
3 ability + 1.
3 ability. 1 proficiency. And since the computer console is sparking and just like going haywire, I'm going to give you 1 challenging dice here. Let's do it. 1 triumph. Wow. 4 successes, 1 advantage, 1 triumph, 1 despair. Despair is huge. So as the ship keeps getting just like rocked by TIE fighters, you're just constantly hearing them just like shooting at your ship like constantly, and there's explosions, and then the ship is rocking all over the place. You are able to just like punch in coordinates on the computer, and you see just like all these systems sort of popping up. You see Onderon, you see Gorel, you see Tatooine, you see all these planets start popping up, but the images of the planets are sort of like glitching, and you're basically, it's not settling on one, and you've sort of triggered the computer to like spin to get to the closest available system, especially when the bulk freighter's taken this much damage so far. And but it does lock in on 1 planet, and it's a planet you've never heard of before. It's called Rengali, and in that moment you say you can, at this moment you've got the coordinates locked in, and I'll let you guys finish out the story here.
Well, it's as good as any planet, and it's certainly better than here. Why don't we take off?
Just punch it. Let's go.
Do it. Hey, hit it.
So you guys basically, you guys hear like the whirring in the back of a bunch of different mechanical, hyperdrive coils just whirring to life, and fly off into hyperspace. And that will end episode 1, Prisoners of the Empire, of the campaign, The Hunt for Venn Sataii.
Woohoo! Thank you for listening to this episode of Cantina Chronicles. Please like and subscribe wherever you listen to this pod. You can reach us at Cantina Chronicles on Instagram or cantinachronicles@gmail.com.